Okay, you're facing the wrong thing. Okay, cut the throttle. This is how you raise your Apoasis node. The orbital maneuvers. Pretty much everything you do will affect the opposite side of your orbit. So to raise the highest point, you thrust forward or prograde at the lowest point. Similarly, to raise your periapsis, you thrust prograde at apoapsis. We're on our way to apoapsis now, so let's do just that. Okie dokie. Ooh. Burn prograde again to raise the periaxis node to a circular orbit. Stop! Stop speeding me up. Okie dokie. Come on. Gotcha. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Nicely done. This is how you change the size of your orbit. This maneuver should come in handy on many situations. Next, we'll look into changing your orbital inclination. Okay. The orbital inclination is the angle your orbit makes to Kerbal's equator. If you've managed to maintain a reasonable amount of control this far, you should be in a nearly 0-degree inclination orbit. I'm not sure that I am. That is, even though we've changed the altitude of our orbit, it's still the same inclination as before. Changing inclination is done by thrusting a 90-degree angle to your prograde vector, but without changing your pitch relative to the surface. On our present nearly equatorial orbit, prograde is due east. That means to increase our inclination so that our orbit takes us higher into higher latitudes, we have to burn towards the north. Let's try that now. Turn the ship to heading 360 and open the throttle. Where's my heading? Heading 088. Okay. Choop. 360. Zero. Choop. 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 Okay, and open up the throttle. Okay, let's go. Keep accelerating north until your inclination is 10 degrees. Okay? 2 degrees. 3 degrees. 10. Okay. Now what? Didn't I do what I'm supposed to do? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, good. This is how you change your orbital inclination. For these maneuvers, it is always better to do it in the slowest part of the orbit so you don't have to spend as much delta V to turn your orbit around. That also means inclination changes on larger orbits. So such as we are on now, take less fuel than the same inclination change on a lower one. Also, keep in mind that changing inclination doesn't necessarily mean acceleration to the north or south. It means accelerating on 90-degree headings to your prograde vector, which on our nearly equatorial orbit also happen to be toward the north. Now, let's look into the last essential maneuver that you'll need to learn, lowering orbit. Proceed! Okie dokie. Lowering periapsis. As you can imagine, lowering your orbit's altitude is very much like raising it, only in reverse. So I guess I'm going to retrograde, okay? Because there is no air up here, we can use our main engines to decelerate as well as accelerate. Because nothing says we have to be facing some direction or other. Also, since our orbit is nearly circular, we can just turn retrograde and do our burn at the same time, so let's get to it. Turn towards the retrograde vector and start those engines up again. Okie dokie. Okay, I want to be on the other side. No, 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 no. We can do this. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Fire up those engines again, okay? Keep burning retrograde until the periapsis altitude is around 30,000. Try getting it as close as possible this time. If you overshoot and get too low, turn prograde and accelerate again. Okay, so 30. Do-do-do-do. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Close as possible. I have to get closer than that? Okay. Thank gosh. That's it. Now you're on your way back. 300,000 meters is low enough to be in the atmosphere. So you are now on a re-entry course to Caribbean. Yay! Once we're below 60,000 meters, the atmosphere will start slowing the ship down so that it won't have enough velocity to rise back up again. Okay? This is the end of our lesson now. You can continue doing maneuvers on your own or wait for periapsis and do a re-entry and land. Don't forget to decouple the capsule and deploy the parachutes. See you on the ground! Okie dokie! Well, we're gonna land. Oh my good golly. Oh, oh, oh. Whew. Bye-bye. Yay! I don't know where the Space Center is, but we're gonna land safely on the ground. Yay, Kerbals! Everybody's happy. Everybody's alive. Huzzah! There's our wreckage over there. Yay!